Hello Taurus, welcome to your July 2018 general horoscope reading. So Taurus, drop me a comment below, let me know what's going on, how you're feeling, just all that jazz. So I don't always get, visions and just those pictures and visualizations during meditation before, each sign's reading. But I did get one for you this month in July, Taurus. So I'm going to continue to shuffle as I tell you. Whoop. Oh, wow. Okay, so your card first card just popped out, and it's your card. Look at that, Taurus. At the center of the reading, your card, your energy, the Hierophant. So before I before I draw the rest of the cards, I want to tell you what that vision was. So Taurus, I saw, it was like on an island, and I went into this cave and saw this empty cave of treasure. I mean, whenever I say empty, there's no living being there. It was just a cave filled with, sparkling golden sort of treasure. And it was on an island, and I was watching, the waves kind of just shimmer, in and out, watching the tides. And so, I find that interesting. We are in Cancer season, so there might be something really sort of, some wondrous, beautiful blessing, or blessing of wealth, blessing of extra money or something that could come to you. I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and draw the rest of the cards here, and we shall see. So yeah. And then got to talk about the astrology, of course. All right. So on the 10th of July, Taurus, Jupiter moves direct again. So yay, if you've been waiting for growth and expansion for the next step or move, in your business, and growing your clientele and growing your group friendship circle even, or just growing in philosophical type knowledge, good energy, good time, it's going direct. That will make that sort of flow of those things easier. So, and then on the 12th, we have the Cancer new moon and solar eclipse. The north and south node of the moon will be shifting after 2.5-ish years from Leo and Aquarius to Cancer and Capricorn. That shift officially happens in November, but this is the start of that shift, so it's beautiful, it's powerful. Cancer is a water sign, it's very intuitive, so it's going to be a nice little new moon that I'll talk about more of in the next moon tidings video. So be sure, Taurus, if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, do so. Subscribe so you get the updates and notifications of when those next videos come out, so you're not missing information. And thank you everyone else who has. Thank you. But anyways, moving on, the 22nd is when the sun enters Leo, and then Venus is going to sextile Jupiter, so that is going to feel really good for us all. And then the 26th of July is when we have the Mercury retrograde, so it's just always a good practice during a Mercury retrograde to make sure you're double checking what you're writing, what you're saying, what contracts you are looking at, just double reviewing things like that, okay? Because this is the time during a Mercury retrograde when mistakes and stuff can be more prone to be made. So the 27th will be the full blood moon and lunar eclipse in the sign of Aquarius. That's going to be powerful. It's on my birthday, Taurus, and so that makes me excited and nervous, so I'll have plenty to share, I'm sure, with you when it comes to that time. So yeah, that's pretty much all the major things I wanted to point out with the astrology. Let's get into your cards and see what energy and story is showing up for you in July. See if, let me just move the camera back a hair more. Let's see. I'm going to get you a rune stone to go along with the center of your reading. I'm drawing this one for you. All right. Yeah, Burok. Burok is a rune of fertility, of often new things growing, new things forming, new opportunities popping up, you know, the birth of a child, you know, an actual birth, getting pregnant, that kind of thing, but also just, you know, new ideas and opportunities and just launches sort of happening is what I'm getting with your card being at the center of the reading with Burok. You know, to me, this is speaking of Taurus. You're getting a gift of foundation, of security in something that you have been actively pursuing lately. So whether that's a relationship, whether that's your spiritual practice or your career, you've been actively... Okay, sorry, that was my dog. My dog just went crazy over a fly. So anyways, continuing, Taurus, with the Knight of Wands here showing up in your recent past, you know, this speaks of you being really active and going beyond and doing beyond, you know, being of service and being full of vitality and excitement about what it is that you are pursuing and what it is you're wanting to really build a security in. So that is beautiful. That is showing up strong for you, Taurus. Here at the bottom of your reading, you have another 5. Hierophant is 5. This is the 5 of Swords. Since we are hitting eclipse season, there is a little bit of that energy for all of us where there's a lot of sort of in and out, start, finish, finish, start kind of energy. And that's what's showing up here with the 5 of Swords for you, Taurus. And it does have to do with relationships. I think some of you might be experiencing in July, you know, some squabbles, maybe some, you know, arguments with some of those people close to you. And especially towards the end of the month with Mercury going retrograde, you know, communication is going to get just a little fuzzy, you know, with people. So I'm feeling that for you, Taurus, it's just about giving the other people, the other person, and giving yourself patience, you know, patience to rethink, patience and reapproaching things, you know, so that you're not just coming out with animosity, or the other person isn't just coming out with all this, you know, frustration and animosity. It's about giving yourself and other people, especially whoever it is that you might be facing an argument with here, giving them space, giving each other space, okay? Because it's just the communication in the air is going to be a bit fuzzy. So patience, all right? You Tauruses are usually really good at being patient, so. And then it looks like, you know, when you do that here, you have the Page of Swords showing up. So it's like when you give each other that space and that patience to think, to process, you know, to come back and speak to each other in a much more balanced and harmonious way. You get this energy, you get the Page of Swords here where you can start afresh, you can start a new conversation, you can start up a new, better, harmonious, fresh approach to what it is you're having to share, what you're having to exchange with the other person, you know, whether that's business or personal. there is a gorgeous sense of new empowerment through your words, through the speaking, through the writing. So that's quite fascinating to see for you. Even though we have the retrograde just starting, it's like you kind of recuperate from that miscommunication and misunderstanding pretty fast. So that's good. That's good. You know, it just might take like at least a week or something even, you know, for both of you to chill out. So, and then at the top of your reading, you have the Chariot. So there's a lot of explorer type energy showing up for you, Taurus, because you had the Knight of Wands down here as well. So there's a lot of explorer type energy. You're being asked here in July to act. Don't sit around so much, because the security that you desire, what it is that you have been working and building, is developing, is showing up here in July in a lot of ways. You know, whether that is career, more clients, personal relationships, your role in the community. This Chariot energy is really, to me, speaking, being above the Hierophant, of some strong foundations being put in place. And also there's a sense of really working together. You're really being encouraged to work together, come together, you know, less about your individuality this month, actually, and it's more about coming together with somebody to build something this month for you. Very much so. Very much so. And also on the bottom of the deck, Taurus, look, you have the Ten of Cups. You know, community, happiness, joy in your relationships, you know, really exciting prospects. I feel like I'm saying you know a lot. Slap that out of me. Anyways, we're going to explore this further to see how deep that goes in the extended reading. So we'll draw clarity for that and a couple of the other cards. And then, of course, I will get you your animal spirit guidance card in the extended reading. So that link will be below. You can watch that extended reading online, or you can just download it as well. And if you haven't yet, remember to subscribe to my channel so you can get the updates and everything on the information, all the rest of the fascinating info that'll be happening, especially with the eclipses and the Lion Light investigations videos too. So thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and all of your comments, Taurus. You've been really supportive. Thank you. And if any of you do want to do a personal reading with me as well, just email me or message me on my Etsy shop, of course. All right. So I will see many of you soon in the extended. Ta-ta for now.